Good morning, Jimmy. And hello, everybody. My name is Sky. I'm your friendly neighborhood autistic person full of random useless facts, and today we are getting back into Mass Effect. Give me one quick second. I'm going to listen to my own audio to make sure everything's coming through clear. I had to completely give up on my mic cover because Munchkin Man just shredded it too badly. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, alright, sounds good. Sounds lovely. Apologies, I do truly, sincerely apologize for disappearing for a handful of days. I have not been feeling very well. I'm still not really 100%. So depending on like how, I'm doing one last home treatment today to see if I can get the issue to clear up. If I can't, I'm gonna have to make a doctor's appointment and go to the doctor at some point this week, so we'll have another break because of that. But otherwise, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. I'm not dying, so I can still stream. Oh, also, in possibly this weekend, at some point during the weekend, I came across a small game, very tiny. Like I finished it in less than 12 hours, tiny. But holy shit, the story in this tiny game is amazing. It's good enough that it had Shonen, who was home with me while I was playing it, completely stop playing his games and sit and watch the rest of the story unfold with me. And by the end of it, we were just like, all right, this has to be a stream. It's too good of a story to not show off. People probably don't know about this game because it's such a small game. So sometime this weekend or one of the weekends, I am going to stream that game, probably at night, so that way I don't mess up my Mass Effect daytime schedule. But it will probably take us like literally a weekend. If I stretch it out and we do everything in it physically possible, it'll take us a weekend to do. So probably be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to hopefully show it off. It was super fun. We are going to wake up and warm up for the stream by chatting with some people. Just a little bit of mild chatting. Not a lot, just a little bit. Actually, do we? Oh yeah, we do. I was wondering if we even had people to talk to, but we do. The only person that we talked to when we got back from the last mission was Liara.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Yeah, I understand that. Your parents hold a weight, especially when you're younger and you're still trying to prove yourself as a full-grown adult. What you do reflects on them, and what they've done reflects on you. Understandable.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up. But it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
It sucks that we can't flirt with Tally. Why does she have to be straight? I actually really like her as a character. Don't get me wrong. I do like Liara. She's very pretty. I like her story so far. She has a nice voice. But Tally. Oh, Tally. Oh, I also gave everybody new equipment and stuff like that. Obviously, they're not wearing it because we are in the ship. But just be prepared. I do not get to pick the color of the armor. So please do not complain that I have put the boys in pink.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Completely understandable, and good on you for getting your dad back. That's disrespectful.
So long, Rex.
Like, who plans a setup at a gravesite? That is just disrespectful as fuck. Alright, we're gonna talk to Garrus. Just a little chatty chat with him. Don't feel like I don't give a shit about Ashley, honestly, just straight up. She irritates me. She gets on my nerves. We've already talked to Liara, and I'm not gonna talk to Kagan this time around just because he takes politeness as flirting, and honestly, he needs to understand that that's not how life works.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
They have 4? testicle? Never mind, never mind.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Oh yeah, we've had similar experiences back on Earth. There's fucked up people out there.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies, then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
No, so, alright, we don't go that far, because we can't clone organs yet, but there are cases of organ black market stuff going on that way. They put a spare organ inside somebody else, so that way they can make it through airports, different national lines, cross borders, all that stuff without being acknowledged. Scary.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Honestly, I kind of agree.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Well, give it to me, buddy. I got time.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
I got you, dude. Alright, what we got here in our assignments. We got logs for a freighter on Pharos and a transmission on Pharos. Unsure what's going on. Geth activities in the Armstrong cluster. And something else involving the Cerberus team. Let's check out. Go to the Amazon system in the Voyager cluster. Alright, so they all are in separate clusters or systems. Amazon, Voyager.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Or we won't. Have I gone to the Citadel? Not recently. After Novera? No, I haven't. Should I? After Novera? After Pharos,
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Fine.
I'll take it in the
I was
comm
gonna
room.
check the map to see where we were. I can't remember actually where we last stopped off at. Where's the journal? Yeah, so the last we did was Pharos. So, no, I don't think I have been to the Citadel yet. After that. At least not that I remember. By the way, let me take this call real quick. Should I head to the Citadel after all is said and done?
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Duly noted. Okay, let's see where we're located at right now. And that will tell us where we ended last. Yeah, we're still on Pharos. So, I didn't go back to the Citadel after Pharos. Do you want me to? Ooh, another place showed up. Neat. Oh, okay. Then yeah, let's head back to the Citadel real quick. Oh, so I'm getting close to the time I can do the asteroid? Okay. I appreciate you so much, Shipping. I was talking to Shonen about that the other day. Like, if I did not have you while I was streaming this, I would have fucked so many things up. I have no clue what I'm doing or where I'm going. If there's a correct order for things. Like, for instance, you told me at the beginning of the stream, whenever we first started, to save the asteroid. I would have went there first thing and fucked my whole shit up. Anyone in particular to take with me to the Citadel, or just anyone I want? Oh, so that's why. You think it's high enough at this point?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alright, that's doable. I was planning to get some more side quests cleared up before we headed to
After years of poor
Novera.
economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back. I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
First off, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I think that's above my pay grade. Also, I don't know you like that, man.
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
Do you know who I am? There's a reason why I am a Spectre. Not just any human can be a Spectre.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
You do help, Conrad. You help by making me feel awesome every time I meet you. You don't have to be physically on the front lines to be helpful. I meant to ask Jimmy, med clinic girl, she was having that issue with that guy, and like we needed more info about that guy from the General Kahaku, but now he's dead, so like will that go forward at all? Was that even a side quest? Was I just chasing, like, just random info? Will I get another opportunity to find out the info about the dude that's bothering her? What is his name? Something so simple. That's why it's forgettable. Oh, okay. Oh, well, in that case, that works out. Is there anything, any other possible side quests in the Citadel right now? What is it, chicken? Oh, is there a bird outside?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, his name is Bane. So forgettable. Don't think so? Alrighty. Where's the nearest transport? Well, actually, I'm right near CSEC, aren't I?
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz, saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I mostly just came up to talk to you because you had a name. And that's about it, but, you got any info, I guess?
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
What do you know about Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make him out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like him too much, figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use him, right?
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
I'm clearly not that busy. I took time to talk to you.
You must welcome civilization after so long a time in the Prothean ruins.
No, cities and stations were always my mother's area of comfort. I actually enjoy the solitude of dig sites.
The ship I grew up on was always full of noise and people. The solitude of a dig site would drive me crazy.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Actually, real quick, I need to stop doing that where I just flick over and see what it is that like I need to go to and then flicking back because it's making timestamps harder on myself. we're doing this one. Investigate shipments. Welcome back, Jimmy.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral, and we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
We found a Tyrian insignia. Neat. Oh, this one we can land on. It's so close to the sun. Hey Jimmy, just so I know for reference, just how many systems have like things hidden in the rings? Is it enough that I should be checking it every time, or is it only I should really bother checking if I can't find what I'm looking for? Alright, Liara, you're coming with us because we need you to level up because you're shit right now, and I know you can be better than that. Tally, you're obvious. If you can't find what you're looking for, an asteroid belt. Alright, duly noted. Alright, real quick, I'm going to... Oh, nope, not that.
Heading to position.
Yes. Ew, I hate that helmet. It's ugly. But it's not mine, so whatever. Hello, Munchkin Man. He's so soft and so cute. Ah, there's no fuzzy mic thing for you to take, is there, you little shitweed? I'll just pop the rest of these in. You're such an asshole. Using me as a springboard, little shit. Okay. She has a lot more pistols, so I'm gonna make sure to switch that over. Jimmy! Their preferred weapons, Tallies and the Aras, because I'm gonna remember to actually switch them over correctly. Is your settings on to have them use powers on their own? No, that's a thing. First, yeah, that's good. Let's get this one. This one. Tally, pistols, and shotties. We are pistols. Alright, so I'm going to give her a little bit more in shotgun. How do I change? Okay. So Liara's got her pistol set up for her. And pistol as well, actually, for Tally. Maybe it's because I didn't have upgrades and stuff in their weapons. I went through and I made sure to give everybody upgraded armor, weapons, and actually put stuff in on them correctly. Is there something else that I needed to check? Oh, yes, settings. Gameplay, I'm assuming. Ah, it should be set to all instead of defensive. Ah, okay. All it is. Here we go. Alright, ladies, let's go explore. What we got here? Alliance homing beacon, that's probably where we're headed. Debris and an anomaly, so let's head to the anomaly. We'll pack up the debris on the way. Also, wow. That is so cool. Wow. Man, I fucking love space. Brushing away the carbonization of the door of the contragravity speeder, you see the Nezo brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreckage has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appear to be melted antique aviator goggles. Duly noted. We discovered a Turian insignia. This body is a long way from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. We found a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar outpost insignia. Duly noted.
You lead, I'll follow. On my way.
The signal is coming from a mine?
A trap. It has to be.
I concur. This did not crash. Someone moved it here.
There's a nuclear weapon down there. We can't abandon it. Just stay on guard.
All right, Shepard. someone did that on purpose.
Shepard, at last.
Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck do you want? Why'd you have to scare me like that?
You have me at a disadvantage.
You don't remember me. No matter. I remember you. I never forget anyone I've fought. My name is Ilanos Heliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
I don't really think about it, I guess.
I don't study the internal politics of pirate bands.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed because of you. Your damnable holding action.
My crew will come for me.
Let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
We'll find a way out of here.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
I don't know. Let me think. You two, see if there's anything in here we can use.
No time to get out. We have to disable it before it goes off. Duly noted. I'll do my best. We did it! I did not blink for that whole thing. Alright, before we walk out there, Munchkin Man, do not make me get up. Come here. Why are you being a little asshole, man? Why are you being a little shitweed? Stop trying to chew on my purse. It's very rude of you to do that. And it's also very rude of you to walk in front of the TV. If you want attention, you come sit in my lap, okay? But don't do your bullshit assholery to make me get up. It's rude to do that to me when I'm in the middle of streaming. Okay? You want to come sit with me? Come on. So that's what that was. We do not have a lot of coverage up here. Hollyot went through a lot of trouble to drive you here. A pity it ended like this. For him, at least. Now that you're above ground, your radio suit has established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Hi, Munchkin boy. We found some matriarch writings.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Alright, before we travel down there, give me one quick second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, grab another water. If you also need to, get up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, stay hydrated or dehydrated. In the meantime, feel free to sit and read about Nutacrux. Oh, it's lovely here. Alright. Anomaly. Science facility. Debris. This escape pod is half buried in the material that was washed down from the mountains. Though it has obviously been here for centuries, the computer still has power. Winking in with your hard suit, you recover a batch of files containing data on the Thracia colony.
Ready. On your order, Shepard.
It looks like a weird combination of a... Shoot, what were they called? It's an extinct canine of our world, combined with a Thompson's gazelle by the coloration. But it's got like weird backwards hooves. And they have little like things on their back that looks like we could interact with them, but it doesn't let me do anything.
Here it comes!
Oh, fuck. Grenade. Well, nobody step on that. What did I just say? The beautiful green area and the bright blue skies and these arduous mountains are giving me hardcore Death Stranding vibes of like trying to find the best pathway around a bullshit area. At least you don't have to risk thousands of pounds of cargo.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
I'm on my way.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
You were in charge of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally Exogeny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
The victims here deserve justice. I have to take you in.
That's not going to happen. Open fire. Open fire!
Exogeny's second-rig Mertz proved no match for a trained Alliance Marine. With the last of the science crew dead, there's no reason to linger here.
Think we got him, Commander.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Alright, give me one quick second. I'm gonna take another bathroom break. Be right back. In the meantime, read about Antibar. In the original version of the game, you got more XP by killing things outside of the Mako, so you would get these big guys down to one shot, hop out, and try to kill it real quick. Hell no. My luck would not run that way. Not ever. I would hop out and it would just immediately launch my ass. Guaranteed. What we got here, this vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Thresher Maw. Yeah, at least they got what was coming to them. And the Thresher Maw got what was coming to it. We found some Prothean data. Nice.
You lead. I'll follow.
Well, shit, that hasn't happened in a while. What did I learn? Yeah, I should have saved. What did I learn? Absolutely nothing.
halfway there.
We found an ID. Excuse me. We found an ID tag for Captain Thane. No indication of why it was hidden here or who buried it in the first place. Get the ray. The Get the Ray is transmitting regular data bursts on an encrypted channel using the Alliance's own FTL comm buoys. It's not clear where the data is being directed, nor the content of the signal.
Just one more outpost left.
How much have I leveled up? I have no idea. I should check that whenever we land. Is there really only 3 planets? Yeah, there is. Little system. It's a skull. This massive skull was scored by deflected mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology files in your hardsuit computer can't identify the species. It must have been brought here from an unknown world. Huh. Curious.
base of operations for the Geth incursion into this region.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them.
You lead. I'll follow.
This should help.
As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil, and the transmitter shuts down. We have discovered encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians.
I'm right here.
Absolutely nothing in here. Waste of my time. I might have. I didn't know. I did notice that it said that the right person in the right hands would be helpful. Alright, so we have 2 companions quests now with Garrus and Tally. We're going to take care of this last side quest, which is investigating samples that we found on Pharos. It's something related to the Cerberus people in the Maroon Sea cluster of the Metano system.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
I feel like we've landed here before. we found several small Prothean artifacts, including a data disk.
What happened to this colony?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Goddess have mercy. The entire colony must have been transformed.
A colonial pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. There's another quest on the Citadel. Near the finance districts and shops. Duly noted. We can pop back there.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
Got a moment, Spectre? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
I eliminate them and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you too, I guess. I feel like I'm walking into a trap.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed. Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes. Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small private memorial service.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Alright, 2 crime lords located in the Han system of Gemini Sigma and in the BIS system of Hades Gamma. Gemini Sigma Han. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going. But that's all going to change. One down, just one more to go. There's old footprints leading away from this escape pod, but no sign of any survivors. A dead traveler had a League of One medallion. Where he found it and what he was trying to do with it is unclear. That's the both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. I still feel like I'm being played. Hello, Accurate. I'm doing okay. I could be better, but it is what it is. Give me 1 second. My phone is dying. And so is my charger, right along with it. Poor thing. How are you, Accurate? Having a good day? Ah, the good old days when it was just school and homework. Though, not too good for me. I hated my school. And everybody in it. I still can't level it up any further yet. I did, accurate. Are you are you playing Hogwarts Legacy? I guess I'll just hold on to my points until the rest of the charm unlocks. No, just funny joke. I'm slowly but surely getting to the point where I kind of want to replay Hogwarts Legacy, but I'm not quite there yet. Not quite yet. Okie dokie. Duly noted. Found a Turian insignia, an ancient intricate bead necklace marked with the Galatana colony insignia. It appears to be very old.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Those men deserve to die. Now, are we gonna have a problem?
Not if I can help it, Commander. I hope you can see that I am by far a lesser evil than those men. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. There will be no drugs and no slave-taking for the Batarians. Those days are over.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Well, that went well. Went a lot better than it, could have gone awfully wrong. Oh, I can loot in there? Alrighty. Let's head back to the ship. Alright. Let's see about doing Garrus's side quest. How is this going? Nice. We're doing pretty good on those. Told you about his encounter with Dr. Celian. His last known whereabouts are in the Herschel system in the Kepler Verge. Herschel Kepler Verge. We'll do. Make sure I make sure I have Garrus and Tally with me, because I just like Tally.